Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. It's good morning, everyone. My name is Hanson, the DJI Enterprise Solution Engineer, and welcome everyone to join to this webinar to see how the drone is working in wildlife protection industry. And in this webinar introduction, and you will see is how our drone technology is integration with the Africa Wildlife Protection Procedure, and to see the M4 house working the function to lift up the efficiency about the wildlife protection. Okay, and today's webinar will be the three two part of this, and first part will be the Aeronex is the Middle East platform solution manager Magic to give us the briefly presentation about the M4 product introduction, and laterly will be our Middle East dealer, Aerosmart, will give us his case study about how they help the Africa to do the improvement in the wildlife protection. Okay, so Magic, if you can begin to share your documents to give us the brief introduction about yourself and also the M4.
Sure. So can you allow me to share the screen, Hanson? Yeah. Uh, so good morning and good afternoon, everyone. It's my great pleasure to join this DJI webinar today. And my name is Magic, and I'm representing Aeronix, the master sales platform of DJI Enterprise in the Middle East and Africa region. And today, I would like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce our company, Aeronix, and then share you the latest DJI Matrix 40 series, which has been utilized by MEP, which is Mara Elephant Project, to protect elephants and help local communities. So first of all, at Aeronix, we specialize in providing the comprehensive portfolio of DJI Enterprise solutions, from enterprise drones, payloads, and docking stations to the AI-powered software platforms. As you can see that our solutions are widely adopted across multiple verticals, which is including the public safety, survey, mapping, energy inspection, air transportation, and so on. And to support our partners and customers, we provide end-to-end services, including the technical support, professional training, and after-sales services. And with headquarters in Dubai and branches and offices in the Riyadh, as well as the service centers in both KSA and Dubai, Aeronix ensure fast and localized support. We also comply with the employment localization and diversification policies, making sure our team reflects the region we serve. So today, as you can see from the map, that our coverage spans the UAE, Saudi, Jordan, Iraq, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, and other parts of Africa. And we also take pride in being officially certified for DJI Enterprise DSEC certification training, doctorate training, and all other multiple technical certification training programs. This will ensure that our team and our dealer network always meet DJI's highest technical standards. And there's another highlight which is related with our online B2B platform. So we have our online B2B ordering platform. We manage daily replenishment, weekly shipment from the factories, and more than 100 shipments per month. Our logistics service also provided various type of terms, which is supported by more than 2,000 square meters warehouse across 3 regions. And also, for our after-sales services, we also providing our structuralized RMA process with multi country coverage and facilities, and also with our dedicated engineers as well. So in short, Aeronix is not just a platform, it's a solution partners that combines products, training, services, logistics into one ecosystem for our partners in the Middle East and Africa regions. So now let me move to the main part of the today, which is DJI's latest Matrice 4T series. The Matrice
Magic,
4T.
maybe your PowerPoint is static, it's not moving.
Okay. Now it's okay?
Okay.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's move to the main highlights of today, which is introduction of DJI's latest Matrice 4T series. So as you know that DJI's Matrice 4T was built on the success of the Mavic 3 series, but with significant upgrade, either in the transmission, enhancement, safety, imaging, and intelligence. So as you can see from these slides, with 04 enterprise transmission, the DJI's Matrice 4T extends its transmission distance to up to 25 kilometers, which is more than 66% increase compared with the previous versions. And also flight performance has also been improved a lot. For example, forward flight speed is now up to 21 meters per second, which is now it's okay, this slide.
Now it's okay.
Yeah. So as you can see from the slide, the forward flight speed is now up to 21 meters per second, which is up to 40% increase. For ascent and descent speed, which can reach up to 8 meters per second, which is up to 33% increase. And also with the low noise propellers, maximum flight time can reach up to 46 minutes, which is 6 minutes longer compared with the previous generations. All the features means that operators can cover more areas with faster and safer operation, and also with fewer takeoffs and landings. And as you know that safety has always been priority for enterprise operations. The DJI's 4T integrates low-light fisheye vision sensors and also support vision-assisted positionings, even under GNSS high interference environment. So it can update the home point via visual positioning, preload elevated data and also detailed maps into the drones, and perform automated return to home path planning. So in a challenging environment like urban cities, mountain areas, or under the very low signal environment, the Matrice 4T can still maintain stable and reliable flight performance. And next one, let's have a look at one of the most powerful aspects of the DJI Matrice 4T, and it is its multi-sensor imaging systems. As you can see from these slides, first of all, it's equipped with the high-resolution thermal cameras, which is 640 by 512, which give the very good night vision performance. And also it's equipped with 3 RGB sensors, which is all 48 megapixels. It has 1 wide cameras and also 2 telecameras with 3x zooms and 7x zooms. So this offering 4 times more pixels and double zooming capabilities compared with the previous generation. And also it is equipped with the laser rangefinders, which can reach the measurement range up to 1.8 kilometers, as well as the NIR auxiliary light up to 100 meters. So finally, the DJI's Matrice 4T brings AI-driven features that make operations smarter and more efficient. As you can see from the slides, it supports AI recognition models for people, vehicles, and boats, as well as the alarm and the statistics functions. And what's more, the users, they can input their own algorithm into the drone itself by using the edge analytics strips to ensure the drone is able to handle different AI scenarios. And also it can support pinpoint and share target functions instantly, and it can support distance and area measurement tools, and so on. So all these intelligent functions help the users, the organizations save more time, reduce workload, and improve accuracy in their operations. So next, I would like to hand over to my friend Mark, Mr. Mark, who will present a case study to further illustrate these capabilities. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, thank you, Magic, for the wonderful presentation. So let me just share my slide. All right. So without further ado, let's start. So hi everyone, my name is Mark. I'm a solution engineer at Aerosmart, and today I'll be talking about how we're using DJI drones help protect wildlife and keep communities safe. In this presentation, I'll share how DJI drones is making a real difference conservation, especially in areas where people and wildlife often come into conflict. So let's get started. Let me introduce the key partners and end users of this mission. The Elephant, we call them the Mara Elephant Project or MEP. They are a conservation group based in Kenya, Masai Mara, focused on protecting elephants and reduce human elephant conflicts, especially in areas where elephants raid crops and injured or they get injured. So by the DJI Enterprise drones, they can quickly respond, monitor injured elephants, and spot other signs of trouble before things gets worse. On the next slide here is a case study background where Masai Mara spans over 1,510 square kilometers and has over 2,500 elephants in their vicinity. So in that case, human elephant conflicts has increased due to habitat encroachment. There are some reports that elephants destroying the crops or staying near schools and homes, causing economic problems and creating safety risks for people, especially for children. As you can see in this image, the woman below is probably terrified or worrying about her home getting destroyed. All right. On my next slide, today, I'm excited to share a case study from our work with the Mara Elephant Project, or MEP. So MEP focused on protecting elephants, as discussed earlier, and has relied with rangers, helicopters, patrols, and GPS collars, as you can see on the screen, that big thing on the guy's shoulder. That's the GPS collar tracking system. They track their movement and respond to threats. So while these tools are very or helpful as well, they can be expensive, slow to deploy, and limited in range in speed. That's where the DJI Matrix 4T makes a difference. So the team demonstrated the drone, how they can work faster, safer, and more efficiently, even in large areas and in low light condition as well. But first, let me show you their pain points. So first, we have here a slow response time. So ground teams may or take hours to reach reported areas responding after the damage is already been done, as you can see on the screen. Next, we have limited night visibility. So since elephants are gray in color, they are hard to spot, especially at night. So traditionally methods offer no clear view of elephants after dark, where most of the incidents occur. Next is ranger risk exposure. Of course, safety is the number one thing here. So close range tracking puts rangers in dangerous proximity to elephants and other wild animals. Next, we have low coverage efficiency. Patrols cover only limited areas and often missing roaming herds and even meat poachers. So there are some cases that they miss. If there's some reported that meat poachers, they sometimes missed them. Okay. And lastly, we have the high operational costs, of course. So helicopters, space tracking, and surveillance require significant fuel, maintenance, and personal costs as well. Okay, so with that, now let me share a sample video on how Mara takes their data. All right. So their team uses a mobile device to access an application. They call it Earth Ranger, so they can install it in their phone. So this platform plays a vital role in their operations, where this allows them to log on their missions data or track the elephants and share real-time locations to their coordinates with other team members. So as you can see there on your screen, the woman is sorry about that, is registering on her application, and you can also upload photos as well if you wanted to. All right, so you can track, or they're using this application to track elephants basically, as you can see on your screen.
Hi, Mark. Maybe the video is not appeal.
The video is not, oh, of course. Hold on, let me just play that again for you. Yeah, so as I discussed, I hope you see the videos now. It's now playing well.
Maybe we can continue.
Okay, let's just continue on my next slide. So basically, they just use this application to monitor the elephants and everything. So after that, one of their workflows, you have another video here. After they got the data, on the next slide or next video, we have here they upload it to their system called the Elephant Book. So on their mission, they download the data and it's uploaded to their external platform called the Elephant Book. So this system allows them to analyze a footage or sensor data for to match the elephants, such as identifying elephants, unusual movement patterns, or any distress of the elephants. So in some cases, they also use this for if they have some kind of injured elephants to monitor them. Basically, that's how the system it goes. So let me just proceed on the next slide. So here's a traditional workflow from MEP, which they have shared to us during our meeting when we went to Kenya. Now we have here, they do field photography. After that, they report sightings, data entry into Elephant Book, manual photo uploading, manual identification, individual identification if the elephant is new or if it's already known, and there will have an expert to verify that process as I showed earlier in the video. So basically this is the workflow they're doing from there. So on my next slide, so here is traditional, like to give you an overview, what are they doing? So first, they have these GPS collar elephants. They are tracked via satellite collar, providing periodic location data. So to capture manual photos, the rangers rely on the GPS collar, which I showed you before, the big, like the big belt they put on their necks. So the elephants are tracked using satellite collars that provide periodic location data, as shown in the video earlier. So this project had, this is, as the video is showing, this is the headquarters, where the designated team monitors the data and relays the point of interest in the field personnel. So after that, they go to the, so after reporting the sightings, they go to their ground patrols, which are called the Earth Rangers. As you can see on the image there, those are the Earth Rangers there. They are dispatched to visually confirm the elephant's position or respond to any conflict reports. After that, once the rangers are dispatched from the headquarters, they carry out a manual surveillance. Again, a manual surveillance, as you can see on this photo here. This team conduct both day and night patrols along with elephant corridors and monitor movement and ensure safety for both wildlife and the communities that are living there. Then, after completing a manual surveillance, the team proceeds with the individual identification process, which I already showed you earlier, using their platform system, the Elephant Book and the Earth Ranger system. So they run their computer and run the algorithms to analyze the captured photos and identify the individual elephants based on their unique features. So as they have seen in you have seen in the previous video. So elephants, you just an additional um, information. How they monitor elephants is by their ear. Their ear is big, so they have some kind of lines there. So they are matching using those type of individuals. So next, now in critical situations, in such like for example, there are some illegal poaching or poachers and other hazardous scenarios. The process moves to community alerts, where local residents notify the rangers when the elephants are some are seen approaching farms or going to some villages. Or through unfortunately, these reports are often come too late when it's like already been done. So what that those one of their pain points, it's already been done before they go to the process itself. Now, on my next slide, here is a MEP traditional workflow and pain points. And by looking at this information, our team in Aerosmart had come up to a plan to make a demonstration and help our clients to their dilemmas. So on the next slide, you will see here, this is the drone solution value analysis that we made. So we demonstrated how drone deployment can revolutionize conservation monitoring. Our team visited Kenya. Hold on. Please hold on. Okay. So our team visited Kenya to demonstrate how drone deployment can revolutionize conservation monitoring by enabling real-time elephant tracking through integrated GPS and powerful zoom capabilities, as you can see in the video. So previously, locating elephants using traditional methods, it took like 30 minutes to 1 hour for them to do. So depending on the area that they're going. So with the batteries for T, this task now takes only for 1 to 2 minutes to do it. So it drastically changes from their side, and they were very amazed by this type of technology. On the next slide, we have also demonstrated how DJI Matrix 40 zooms enables remote collar inspection. So we use this to zoom in to the remote controller without disturbing the elephants or recurring costly tranquilizers, because normally they use tranquilizers to check the elephants, to fire they fire the elephants with the tranquilizer. Once the elephant is out, they will check the neck or the collar itself. This saves them money, improving safety also for both wildlife and the ranger itself. Next, we also have demonstrated and we showcased them how the Matrix 40 night scene mode dramatically enhance low light visibility. This empowers them with the precise time and surveillance, as you can see on your screen. The light drastically given. I don't know how to explain it, but it's better now. It has more light. They can see clearer now. That's how it goes. Okay, next we also demonstrated the Matrix 40 thermal imaging capabilities in a very low light conditions. So effectively detecting elephants encroachment near settlements. In this video, the team was able to identify elephants inside a restricted area and safely intervene using the drone to guide them out. So just give you an overview. Elephants are afraid of bees. So this our drones is making some kind of bee sound. So once they hear the drone's propellers, they actually are scared of it. So we use this as an advantage to guide these elephants out to the vicinity where they should not be there. So as you can see here on the presentation itself. These elephants are really intelligent as well. It also it will be also be dangerous for the rangers to approach them by foot. So as they could encounter other wild animals during the process. So this is also very good on safety purposes. Okay. On the next slide, or we also utilize the AL1 spotlight, how it can be clearly illuminate subjects even from a distance. So combining its zoom camera that gave us a clear view on the point of interest, like for example, taking a plate number of an illegal poacher, as for example, demonstrated in the video itself, you could see it there. We also demonstrated the AS1 speaker to use it for faster response or warning the communities in case of any danger. That's one very good case as well. All right. Proceeding, let me just share with you here is the estimated breakdown of time and cost savings they save during when they use this drone. So previously locating elephants using traditional methods took between 30 minutes to 1 hour depending on the location. So the Matrix or the DJI Matrix 40, the same task now just took 1 to 2 minutes. So rangers now are significantly reduced the use of expensive helicopters and emergency response, saving them more money, helicopter rentals, fuel, and also pilot fees. So here is just a small breakdown that you can see. You can save up to $54,000 for this usage of drones. Now, here is the hardware configuration logic. The Masai Mara once oh, sorry. The Masai Mara, once a symbol of harmony between humans and wildlife, is under pressure right now. So as farms and villagers expand, elephants lose their habitats and increasingly enter human settlements, causing crop damage, property loss, and safety concerns. So these conflicts intensifies during the planting season. So from March to June, the elephants are blocking school routes, and some areas. Habitat loss and land fragmentation are threatening not just for elephant, but for the entire ecosystem. So the key challenge here is how do we protect communities while safeguarding one of Africa's most iconic species? So that's where we enter thermal imaging drone. So the team had proposed a new DJI, the new DJI Matrix 40 combined with DJI AL1 Spotlight and DJI AS1 speaker as an innovative solution Why? Because it has the following capabilities that are suited with their needs. Like Mr. Magic already discussed about the camera capabilities of this drone. So just give you an overview. It has a wide camera. They can use this in a clear landscape overview for situational awareness. It also has a medium telephoto camera with 48 megapixel for mid-range viewing for monitoring elephant discreetly. And we also have a telephoto camera that has a 7 times zoom. It is safe to monitor them from a long distance. And not to mention a thermal camera detects heat signatures at night through thick cover or in any vital aspects. And a maximum range of 112 times zoom, a detailed observation from a far away distance without disturbing any wildlife. And one of my favorite is the laser range finder. They also commented about this laser range finder because it accurately measures distance for better coordination. So also one of the best features is the night vision for clear visibility for total darkness, since they use this also at night. So it helps them. And not to mention again, a 49 minutes flight time for long endurance and covering wide areas without frequently landings or without frequent landings. So on my next slide, this is the advanced DJI software. So during our mission, the team use these DJI features. Number one is we have the smart track. So it automatically followed moving elephants, herds, or even moving vehicles. To use the smart track, you can select the icon smart track, then tap and drag the screen to select the track, your point of interest. Then also the it automatically zooms in and zoom out the subject on the as shown in the video. You can see. Okay. Next, we have the thermal camera. So next is the thermal camera, enabling clear imaging through dense bush and during night operations, as you can see on your video. So to use the thermal camera, you can select the IR, the at the lower left of the remote, or simply just push the L1 button on your RC Plus 2, as shown in the video. Now you can easily detect animals, people, or vehicles with their heat signatures. Next is we have pinpoints. So you can mark precise GPS coordinates for threats or herds and share instantly. So to use pinpoint, just select the subject or point of interest, then select L3 to drop a pinpoint. So to share the pinpoints, you just have to click the map on your left side, and using your mobile number, you can scan the QR code and share it to your team, as shown in the video. This is one good point as well. Very helpful for them. Next, one of my favorite is the laser rangefinder. So you can assist and accurately measure the distance between the elephants and nearby human settlements, as we are demonstrating here in the video. So the laser rangefinder, you can select to enable the laser rangefinder, you can select the icon RNG on the RCE plus 2 on your screen. And in this demo, we selected a draw 3D line under annotation to mark the target and measure the distance between the elephants and the settlements itself. So this is one good part they can use, so they can measure and they can act accordingly. Okay. Okay. On the next slide, we also introduce them the SBS, or the side by side, letting operators track thermal signatures while keeping a broader visual view. So it's like you're having two different views, one thermal and one the other camera. So this is one also good to monitor wildlife itself. Okay. So here, flight operation workflow to just give you an overview to discuss on my next slides as well. So I'll show you what is the workflow we're doing. But first, let me share a workflow video that the team had done on the mission from Kenya. Sorry. So our team left early in the morning with the ranger on the field, and the goal is to locate and monitor a herd of elephants near human settlements before any conflicts arises. So we flew the DJI Matrix 40, then one of the rangers began tracking the elephants using the GPS collar system through a specialized app, of course. So we can see the elephant's last recorded location, giving us a critical starting point. So the DJI Matrix 40 takes flight, giving us an aerial perspective that allows stranger to quickly scan the area and confirm the herd's exact location. With the DJI on the air, we now have a clear and faster and safer way to track the elephants before they get too close to human settlements. Using its high resolution zoom camera, we are able to inspect the elephant's GPS collar remotely, ensuring it is still operational and tracking accurately. Yeah, it's a nice video. Okay. Next, so just give you a precise overview on the step how we did it. So here's a step how we did the mission. First is the deployment. So to deploy the DJI Matrix 4T with or without the speaker and spotlight, the community ranger station, or we can also install it on top for vehicle emergency response. Next is we need to navigate to the area of interest. So fly towards the GPS marked location and use waypoint or fly to or fly manually. On this video clip, as you can see, we've flown the drone manually to locate the elephant itself. Next, after that, we need for the surveillances. So day and night patrol monitoring, selecting different kinds of thermal palettes. As you can see, we will demonstrate on that video. On this video, we had used the white spot and black spot that are great to spot shapes and movement. Yeah. So just wait on the video. We will show there how it uses the thermal. Yeah. You can select palettes, different palettes, white spot and black spot. Normally we use the black spot and hot spot for this type of scenarios because it's better to spot any shapes and any movement, especially for human beings and animals. Okay. Next is execution. Excuse me. During the mission, we observed that the elephants were sensitive to sound generated by the drone, which I already discussed earlier. So we have strategically used this as an advantage, guiding the elephants away from human settlements using the DJI Matrix 40. Additionally, the thermal camera provided high effective in this process, especially during low visibility conditions. It allowed us to track the herd movements accurately and maintain a safe distance, ensuring both animals and welfare of human safety as well. Okay, next is the response. Of course, we need the response afterwards. The ranger are now under the discretion to alert MEP headquarters. Areas that are prone to elephant encroachment or any possible threats of situation and do the necessary protocols. Lastly, we have the documentation and reporting. This part is where the pilot gathers all the needed data such as the images, video, measurements, and other reports for documentation and upload it on their platform for future references. Okay, on this slide, this compares the traditional elephant monitoring workflow with the DJI enhanced approach using the Matrix 40. So traditionally, rangers travel on foot or by vehicle, limited to daytime patrolling and manual photo collection. So reporting, upload, and re-identification are all done manually, which is very time consuming for and prone to delays. Those are one of the problems with that one. So with the DJI Matrix 40, drones can be deployed quickly to navigate via GPS and patrol both day and night using thermal and zoom cameras. They can capture high quality visual automatically, and high improves documentation and speed up to or speed up to group sightings and upload it and sharing to their coordinate or to their colleagues. And most important, drones are equipped with speakers and spotlight, enabling in real time differences in action. So they can act quickly as possible using this type of technologies. So overall, the DJI technology enhances speed, accuracy, and coverage in elephant monitoring operations. Okay, so let me just share you what our clients achieve after they have used these drones on their daily lives or daily operations. The one is recently the Mara Elephant Project team shared in LinkedIn that they are now opening 6 DJI enterprise drones, a combination of DJI Matrix 40 and DJI Mavic 3T models. These platforms are primarily used for thermal operations, enhancing their ability to monitor elephants during both day and night. So this public announcement reflects their continued commitment to leveraging advanced drone technology for conservation and wildlife protection. Another one is a post. They have caught a bushmeat poachers during their night operations after receiving an intelligence. By flying the DJI Matrix 40 and using the thermal capabilities of the drone, they easily track these bushmeat poachers without any casualties or any damages. Another one is we also have they have deployed the drone, and within an hour the elephants were safely guided back to the areas they should be coming from, and thankfully there were no injuries and only minimal damages has been done because of the fast action that the drone did. Next is we also have here, they use the thermal imaging camera just like before we have shown you on the video. And additionally, they use also firecrackers like to scare off these elephants, and using the thermal camera of this drone, it helps them to track the elephants more efficiently. Okay, so here's a last video for this one. Okay, so this is a ranger. So he's a volunteer there, and he used drones for this one for the golf team, and yeah, they're using this type of technologies. All right, so I think that's all on my part. Any questions? Any questions for the presentation or for the thing? Just let me know.
Okay, so thanks for the presentation from the Mr. Mark and Aerosmart. And any questions from your side, and you can leave all of the questions to the questioner bar, and we have the allocated person to answer your questions. Actually, from the AI models is you can contact with leave about your information, and we will contact you after this webinar and to suggest it related to provider related to this.
Okay, I got one question here. Was there any AI models?
And also there is some questions related to created the mission with the DJI Fly Hub 2 to always do the patrol every day in the Mara Elephant project. And this is the definitely Fly Hub 2 can do. And also it's an improvement maybe in the future will combine with the dog solution to do together about the automation task. And also there is some questions related to about the fly height, about the better detection, and normally is uh, we also have the accessory about the anti-noise propel to reduce about the noise to noising about the animal. And from the better detection for the target is based on which kind of target you wanted to detect. Like the elephant will be the large scale, so the fly height is suggested can reach to the 50 to the 70 meters, and maybe can capture for the in the night can capture for the briefly and also do the AI recognition. But for the small project, it is maybe need to reduce some height based on the specific target.
One more question here is, was there any AI models used for that project? Yes, the drone itself, the DJI Matrix 40 is capable of AI. It can detect it can detect people, it can detect vehicles, it can detect animals. Also, it can be trained. You can, for example, you're looking for specific items. For example, you're looking for cracks. You can actually train the drone to detect these type of things. Also, you can detect, for example, if you have specific animals, like say rhinos, you're looking for specific rhinos, you can actually train via AI for this one.
Okay, so because of the time issue and any further more questions, and you can leave in the chat bar and we will respond to you in the communication chat bar. And thanks for everyone to attend to this webinar, and we will wait for 5 minutes to answer your questions, and then we will close the webinar. Thanks to everyone to join, and hoping you can learn from the actual experience from our team Aerosmart and also the Aeronex about our new product and how the drone application in the wildlife protection. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.